Hello everyone, welcome back to Sunshine Yoga. My name is Rashmi and in today's video we are going to learn and practice a very powerful breathing technique called Kapalabhati. It's not just a breathing exercise but one of the 6 cleansing techniques in yoga because it detoxifies your entire respiratory system. So we will talk more about Kapalabhati, its benefits, who should practice, who should not. But let's just first understand how to practice Kapalabhati correctly. So let's hop onto the mat and let's get started. So for Kapalabhati, first of all come to Sukhasana or a comfortable cross-legged seating position with your back straight. You can also practice Kapalabhati sitting in Vajrasana or the Padmasana, but I personally prefer Sukhasana for Kapalabhati practice. But make sure that your back is straight. About the breathing movements in Kapalabhati, it's all about active and forceful exhalations and passive inhalations. What does that mean? So active exhalation is your entire focus is on the exhalations that you make. Inhalations happen automatically. You really don't have to bother about inhalations. And during the exhalation movements, observe the movement of your stomach or your belly. So while we exhale, our belly or stomach squeezes in like this. So observe the movement of my stomach. It goes in while I exhale. Alright, but if you are still confused, don't worry. Just put one of your hands on your abdomen and now try to observe the movement of your stomach with all your exhalations. Try. So I think you will observe that your stomach or belly goes in while you exhale. It's very important that you are doing it right. Now all your movements, all your breathing movements, they have to be in a rhythmic manner at a consistent speed. Do not go too fast and do not go too slow. Just be consistent and follow a rhythmic pattern. About the hand movements, make chin mudra with your hands. So chin mudra is like tip of the thumb and index finger touching together, and then rest both of your hands on your knees. Always keep your eyes closed while you practice any breathing exercise. How many rounds you should practice? So I would say start with 3 rounds of Kapalabhati with 30 pumpings each, and with the practice you can increase your pumpings to 40, 50 and up to 100 as well. So let's just practice 1 round of Kapalabhati first. Hands on chin mudra rested on the knees. Eyes closed, back straight. Before starting, take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's start now. Relax, exhale, couple of deep breaths. Slowly open your eyes. So you can do similar 2 more rounds, and always remember that whenever you start any round or end any round, just take a couple of deep breaths before you start or end. So if you really want to deepen your practice in Kapalabhati, you can also include the breath retention practice in your Kapalabhati rounds. So breath retention is nothing but just the holding of your breath. So holding of breath increases the oxygen level in the entire body. So start with holding of your breath for 30 seconds after each round, and you can increase this time gradually. So let's practice 1 round. Again, hands in chin mudra, rested on the knees, back straight, eyes closed. Take a couple of deep breaths. Start. Exhale and relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now we'll practice breath retention. Take a long deep breath in and hold your breath for 30 seconds. And while you hold your breath, try to bring all your focus in the space in between your eyebrows. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly open your eyes. So that was one round of Kapalbhati with 30 pump-ins and along with the breath retention for 30 seconds. So keep practicing Kapalbhati daily, and so once you deepen your practice and once you establish your practice and once you feel you are ready, you can increase your pump-ins to 60 in one round, 75 in second and 90 in third round. And similarly, you can increase the holding of the breath for 30 seconds in first round, 45 seconds in second round and 60 seconds or 1 minute in the third round. So that's all about Kapalbhati. So before we end this video, let's also understand the benefits of Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is made up of two Sanskrit words, Kapal and Bhati. Kapal means skull and Bhati means shining. So if you really want to have a beautiful glowing skin, practice Kapalbhati daily. And that happens because Kapalbhati purifies the blood in your body. Kapalbhati also increases the capacity of your lungs because it detoxifies the entire respiratory system. It eliminates the toxins from the respiratory system. Kapalbhati also increases the energy level in the body and it rejuvenates the mind. I've mentioned all the benefits in detail in the description box below. In terms of when you should practice Kapalbhati, I would say if possible, practice it early morning, empty stomach. That's the best time to practice Kapalbhati, but don't worry if that's not feasible for you. Practice it any time during the day, but make sure that there is at least 2 hours gap between your meals and your practice. Now, who should not practice Kapalbhati? People with high blood pressure or vertigo problem, they should not practice Kapalbhati, or they can practice only after consultation with their doctors. Women during their menstruation and during the pregnancy also should not practice Kapalbhati. I've also mentioned all these details in the description box below, so you can also read it there. I hope you practice Kapalbhati on a daily basis because trust me, it's a very, very powerful exercise. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you learned something new today. And if you really like the video, please share it as much as you can. Thank you. If you have already subscribed to Sunshine Yoga, and if you haven't, do click that subscribe button now. And if you have any questions, feedback, please feel free to write to me in the comment box below or on my social media handles. Till then, keep practicing, stay healthy and stay happy. Thank you. Namaste.